your cinema, it's something very unique because it has on the outside the thing of the entertainment, but also has these great subjects on it. Do you think it's still important to talk about these subject matters as equity, racism, immigration? And I'm not just talking about seniors. I'm talking about your Black Panther football station, for example. It's still important for an artist, no, to have this commitment to still say things with a work.
Yeah. I think that inherently being Black people, you know what I'm saying, the stories that we tell often come with a history that's associated with those things. So our truths naturally are going to touch on a lot of those subjects, you know, just by way of just telling our story, you know, and you know, so do I feel like it's important for us to keep telling our stories and our perspective? Definitely, you know what I'm saying. I think it's really important to keep telling our experience, you know what I'm saying, our history from different points in time, not only like one era, one generation. So we've had the ability to tell, you know, human stories, you know, from the early 2000s to you know, Afrofuturism to the worlds of, you know, sports and of Rocky and Creed, you know, all the way to something original that comes from you know, the genesis of a personal relationship between Coog and his uncle. So, you know, it's yeah, I think it's definitely important to keep telling them stories.
Mm-hmm. I always like movies like this too, like that like more than anything. I agree with everything Mike just said, but also like the movies that I really like, it's always like something more happening underneath the surface.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I feel like it's my duty to provide the audience with that, because for me, it always comes back to like, I want the audience to feel like I felt when I watched something good. You know what I mean?
And on my perspective, the movies that you guys have made together, they're getting more complex. You know what I mean? One of complex and the other one more riskier.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that very much.
Yeah.
I want to pay a ticket to see a movie who has a risk, you know.
Yes.
I mean? Yeah. Not something that very square or something. I'm going to know what I'm going to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I want to get surprised.
Yes. I like that feeling. Like that feeling is one that I want to give the audience, because I've gotten that feeling when I watch great things. I had no idea where they were going.
Exactly.
You know, and
sometimes it's really hard to explain too.
Yes, I like those movies.
Yeah.
Like I like those movies where it's like, you come out of it and it's like, hey, you gotta see this. I know this sounds crazy, but you gotta watch this. You know, like
the only way to understand it is to see it.
That's correct, because it is a language, right?
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
It is a language, and I feel more comfortable making a movie than I do talking to somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's still chances to do movies like Sinners, or you know what? Because cinema is very expensive and very difficult to make.
Yeah.
But you guys have been doing this. You know what I mean? You're an example.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know,
we like it.
Yeah. This one's going to go over well. You know, we'll get some more shots at it.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously with you know, platforms, you know, becoming more and more accessible, and content, you know, is you know, accelerating at a rapid, you know, at rate right now. You know, I think there's going to be a lot more bites of the apple from different filmmakers, from different storytellers on different mediums, to be able to take swings. But you know, shooting something on film, you know what I'm saying, made for the theater, you know, on IMAX cameras, you know what I'm saying, 65 millimeter, 70 millimeter, like it's something special about that. So with all those elements and all those tools, I'm blessed to have a partner, you know what I'm saying, in Coog, to be able to take these swings and tell these stories.